My name's Scott Mills. I'm 38 years old. I live here in the UK with my partner and two kids, Isaac and Noah. They're 3 and 2 years old. They're absolutely the joy of my life. I enjoy running, calisthenics. I lead a very active lifestyle. Me and the kids are always out walking with my missus, and I spent 8 years in the British Army. I was in the Grenadier Guards. I got to travel around the world a fair bit with that. That was pretty good. I've also travelled around a fair bit. I've been to Australia. I spent 2 years there. I actually have family out there living in Perth and Brisbane. I think I even have a few in Melbourne as well. My qualifications: I hold a MVQ level 2 in roofing and cladding. I mainly work with composite, Kingspan. I have done a bit of rain screen and zinc, but not too much of that. I most recently built an extension on the side of somebody's house. It was a twin garage, 18 by 24 foot, single ply. Just included flashing strips, capping, that sort of thing. So I've done a bit of all sorts over the last few years. I've installed composite, twin skin, single ply. I've worked with composite probably more than any other system. I worked as a supervisor for a company called Durasteel maybe five or 6 years ago now. I had a 125,000 square metre roof to strip and resheet, which was asbestos off and 150mm Kingspan back on, including all the flashings, cappings. We must have had over 200 vents that needed flashing as well, including gutters as well that needed welding. Yes, all sorts. I also, at the moment, I'm working on my own personal carriages, and I'm stripping them down, 1920s railway carriages, and they need cladding from the ground up, including the roofing putting back on. I also work for a small general builder, and he gets me in to do some of his cladding jobs as and when they come up. I recently built a shed for him, including steel erection. It was 16 by 24 foot single ply, including gutters, flashing strips. In my career, I've really only used corrugated, I'll be honest with you. I've used a little bit of box profile here and there, but I've built a couple of sheds with it. I laid a roof for a shopping centre. That was quite a long time ago now, though. And standing seam I've used a couple of times as well. I actually worked on an aircraft hangar about 7 or 8 years ago now, and they was unspooling countless metres of this roof, and we were chasing it across the roof what felt like days. But it was a really good job. It was beautiful weather at the time as well, so all good things. Corrugated. So I mean, mainly I do warehouses. That's mainstay of what I actually do. So it could be hundreds of meters of Kingspan going on at a time. I currently have 3 jobs. I work regularly from 12 midnight until 5 in the evening. I love work. My partner would probably say I'm a bit crazy, but it's got to pay the bills, eh? I very rarely take a day off. One of the jobs I have is a 7-day-a-week job, so I mean, I can't remember the last time I had a day off, to be honest with you. I absolutely have a can-do attitude, and I have a huge drive to succeed. I have a young family to provide for, and I think an opportunity like this would be fantastic for all of us, actually, especially with having such a young family and giving them the opportunity to grow up where you are. Thank you.